The governor of the state himself obeys the sit at home on Monday, and then the civil servants that work in government house obey the sit at home, and government shut down on Mondays. It means the real governor of Southeast is Simon Ekpa, ruling the Southeast from Finland.
The summary of it. The summary of it is that we cannot run away from this stark reality that Nigeria has to be restructured. Whether it is the restructuring that gives more powers to states or a return to the regional arrangement of the past, or the restructuring that allows parts of the country that want to go and stand as independent nation, whatever that restructuring means, we must not run away from it. And our position as bishop, and I must say now, I'm carrying you along as a diocese, is that if we continue to pretend that all is well, we will keep bleeding profusely. And very soon, there might be nothing called Nigeria. Instead of our killing ourselves under the pretext of remaining one indivisible nation. Some people say Nigeria's unity is non-negotiable. I want to say it is negotiable. This thing is like marriage. You don't force two people to get married. We have been forced into a marriage that is hurting us. And every day we are dying and pretending to be one. Please, instead of our killing ourselves, and there will be no Nigeria left, let us come to a round table like this. Bring Nigeria as a cake. Bring one big knife and share the cake. Share the cake. Share the cake.
We warmly invite you to our 2023 BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention. This is first ever BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention to take place in Helsinki, Finland. Dates: 20th and the 21st of October 2023. Venue: Mesukeskus, Helsinki. Time: 9 a.m. Helsinki, 11 p.m. Ebubia, BIAFRA Land. Whole day event. Special speakers: Prime Minister Ekpa Simon Njurko, BIAFRA Republic Government in Exile, and many more.
The more they attack me, the stronger I become. Because it is like you are pouring fuel in the strength that is in me. So bring it on. But I'm telling you today that we have been able to defeat them. We have Chikota Hanchaninono and defeated them. What we have done to Nigeria and their agent in Biafra struggle is that we gathered them together. This particular sit at home, I told you people, will be the beginning of the liberation of Biafra. You see, the actions, the activities of Biafrans in this sit at home have gathered all the sabos together, all the saboteur together, and we defeated them. Bam! It is mysterious. How many of you will ever believe in this life that everybody will gang up against Biafra?
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved home, land of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if the price is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation. Oh, fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The waving standard which emboldens the free shall always be our flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed will pass. When we are poised, the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember
The lyrics of the national anthem says it all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all Biafrans, depending on your time zone. I bring you warm greetings from the Biafran Republic Government in Exile, Information, Media, and Communication Department, the mouthpiece of the people, the mouthpiece of the government. We thank the existence of Martin Amdekanu. We thank the existence of our PM, the existence of every man and woman, the existence of every donors that have made sure the war chest of Biafra is standing strong and standing full. We appreciate the existence of our gallant armed forces who are not sleeping, who are making sure Biafra land is safe, secured, and sound, and kept away from the hands of the terrorist invasion. Owo massacre happened, and then today nobody has remembered Owo massacre in Ondo, where women and children were invaded of a church, and then they were all massacred, and we saw pools of blood everywhere. Then we remember Yamufu massacre and invasion. Then we remember the 150 Biafrans that were massacred in the primary school in Aba. Then we remember those that were dumped in Ezu River, whose hands were tied back and acid were poured on them, and they were dumped in the bushes under the watch of Peter Obi. And then we remember Izombe massacre of yesterday, where women and children were burnt in their sleeps. Pregnant women also were burnt. There we also remember the Asaba massacre. There we remember the Yamufu invasion of yesterday. There we remember also the 14th or over 14 youth that were massacred in their marriage ceremonies. There we remember those that were massacred during the Trump rally in Port Harcourt. There we remember also those massacred in Olu, those massacred in Iyala, those massacred in Umutanze, those massacred in all provinces of Biafra land, which the numbers are too numerous for us to count and to keep all. But history keeps all of them for us. We don't forget any of them, because our own work is to make sure that what we do in history speaks for you. At this very time, the Biafran Liberation Army and the Biafran Liberation is standing strong and making sure every step-by-step move by the terrorists to invade Biafra land is brought down. And we are very, very vigilant in making sure none of our women and children becomes vulnerable to the hands of the terrorists. On this very note, our PM has instructed that you stay a kilometer away, 1 kilometer away, if you can, you exercise 2, from every checkpoint, from every zoo terrorist facilities, starting from the civil defense, the police station, the army barracks, the civil defense unit, and every other places that they practice and then do what One Nigeria is all about. So we plead and call on all of you to cooperate and do as instructed. This broadcast is not going to stay long. And another message is that everyone that is claiming to be ESN who are going from one community to another to massacre innocent women and children, they have nothing to do with the Biafran people. Listen to Onyenduye.
And this very evening, we are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you, that they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba, Biasika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Owe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not to be known by the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, but that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who we are chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these no-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
Watching in the mirror yesterday, where some of them were making those rubbish. I laugh. There is nothing you do that is hidden so long as you are stepping your foot on the ground on the soil of Biafra land. I will watch you like a movie. There is no hiding place. But do not be surprised and asking questions. You brought upon yourself what is happening today. And this is just the beginning. Do not think that you have monopoly of violence. We said it that those people that are bringing the military to burn our villages, kill our women, burn our market, the time, this is your own turn. You are going to witness that thing that you did through the military.
The message is very clear. We got a message from somewhere in Biafra land where there are some criminals purporting themselves as ESN and Biafran Liberation Army and Biafra Resistance Fighters. We are telling you that the only armed forces of Biafra land are the one under the command and control of this GOC that you see here, General Officer Commanding of the Biafran Armed Forces. This is the only armed forces that is defending Biafra land and protecting Biafra land. Any other thing that you see are those things that are being recruited by the terrorists in Biafra land. They will come out and answer the name ESN, Biafran Liberation Army, and all criminal forces. What we are telling you is that whenever in your community or wherever in your community you have such set of people bastardizing and blackmailing and terrorizing and disturbing the people in your community, get those messages and photos and videos to our attention so that we will now send it to the intelligence unit and they will go and deal with the criminals who are trying to blackmail and to destroy the image of the armed forces of Biafra. We are in freedom fighting and we expect to see both propaganda, both blackmail, both slander, and every other thing that the enemies of Biafra can use. That is why we are not deterred, because it is part of the tools used in freedom fighting. You need to be ready to face all these arsenals. That is why the government of Biafra in exile are not deterred by any propaganda flying left, right, center. When you see those doing more of it, tell them to continue. While they continue in the propaganda and the blackmail and slander, we will continue to do the intelligence of Biafra. By the time they sleep and wake up, they will see how far the Biafran government have gone and what they have achieved. But in your communities, be very, very security conscious and be vigilant. Anywhere you have a message of impersonators coming to impersonate as ESN, Biafran Liberation Army, which they have nothing to do with our armed forces, and then they extort money. They extort money from those communities. They beat people up, and then they take people ransom, and then they ask for money before they release them. Let us know. We need those information so that the intelligence unit of the armed forces of Biafra will go into action and will fetch them all out. At this very time, it is very, very imperative that you keep your personal issues aside, your personal hatred aside, your personal grudges aside, and then put Biafra first, because that is the only thing that will take us to be able to destroy the enemies of Biafra. Check out what is happening in Israel. Israel have a common interest that everyone now have to fight to destroy the enemies that came to kill their women and children in their sleep, that butchered their children that were going for Sabbath in the morning mass of Saturday. Everyone are keen in to make sure they support their government to make sure they destroy the terrorists that came to kill them. So you shouldn't make your own to be exceptional by continuing to be a saboteur. Use your brain and wake up. Now listen to the video of Martin Amdekano, which we played a few minutes ago, where he said, even if you go and join the enemies of Biafra, as we have arrays of enemies both within and without, You're not going to stop what we are doing. You go and join them, then you will fall by the sword when we come after you. You will be the first person to fall. So, if you are going to join the enemies of Biafra to fight the Biafran people, remember to write your will before you step out. Because as you move, so will the breeze of the redemption of Biafra take you along. This is not going to be a long broadcast. It's just to pass a message that you stay thousands and meters and kilometers away from the houses of the criminal politicians and the enablers of one Nigeria, because Idwakanono is still ongoing and we are going to re-intensify it. Remember, the Finland Convention is coming up. We have just 10 days to go, and we are calling on all of you to go and support on the website. If you're not going, there is a button there on the website for you to place your support. I will be posting the links out. You can support with any amount. You just click and make the payment. If you're going, you click on the subscription button of the accreditation of which you need to pay for, and then you go. Remember that our fundraising is on Saturday. Please be part of it, and in your communities, be security conscious, and call those that have been seated on the fence. Let them come down, because flying bullets are going to hit some people that are on the fences. Are you getting the point? Don't climb the fence to go and sit down to look or watch. No, come down from the fence. As you come down from the fence, come and do what you have to do. Come and support Biafra now before it becomes a bigger reality in your own time and before your very eye. I salute all Biafrans, and I implore all of you to give all your support to the PN and the Biafran government in exile, because he has a surprising deal for one Nigerian terrorist. By the time he unveils the surprising deal for one Nigerian terrorist, that is when heaven would let loose. What you see in Israel will be a tip of an iceberg. The way Israelis, IDF, Israeli Defense Forces, are responding to the terrorists of Hamas. By the time your PM, the Agone Chamber 1 of Biafra land, the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, unveils the package, the gift, the invitation letter that the Biafran Republic government in exile, the Biafran people have packaged and kept for one Nigeria, all of you will be surprised. But what are we asking for? All we are asking is for one thing. Throw in your support to this very man here, because all of you lack the balls. All of you lack the balls to be able to face one Nigeria. But this is the man that has put his life on the line. So come out from wherever you are, wherever you're hiding, bring your money, bring your sword, bring everything that you have to reinforce our watches. Israel had to package their watches. They packaged their armory. They had an iron dome. They prepared every armory that they can use to fight at any time. That is why as the enemies came and struck them at night and they woke up and they saw dead bodies, they went straight to the armory to go and pick their arms and ammunition, and then to stand fast and to defend Israel. I want to ask you a very simple question. Have you supported the government in exile with some money? What have you done in your own way to see that the armory of Biafra is filled up, standing strong, so that when we turn our back, we go to the armory, we can pick every weapon that we need to destroy the enemies coming to rape our mothers and children and fathers? It is to this very end that you must participate in the Biafran Liberation Tax. Very soon, the Biafran Liberation Tax is going to be compulsory to every Biafran, both home and abroad. You can contribute from $1, $5 upward to any amount. And the means of payment will be provided for those in the homeland, where Zoo terrorists will not be able to bastardize you because of exercising your constitutional right of choice of payment, choice of worship, choice of what to say and what to do, and choice to exercise your franchise. Now, we are calling on all of you to remember that it is Biafra first and nothing more. Put everything aside, come down, use the common interest and the unity of purpose that Israelis are exercising at this time to exemplify in your own Biafra so that we can be able to achieve something. Don't waste your time looking for Sonny, because Sonny is too busy now. And I am not even popular. So if you want to use anybody's name to do propaganda and blackmail, you can use our PM. Then you can be able to make more money or to garner more audience. But if you're using Sonny's name, you're wasting your time, because Sonny is not a popular man. Sonny is just a small disciple, a very small disciple that is just adding a catalyst to a chemical for us to get Biafra. It's not very big, it's very small. So put all your strength in making sure our PM gets to the finishing line. We need more guns and bullets. So please be security conscious in your communities. And when you hear of every propaganda and blackmailers and slanders and criminals who are posing themselves as ESN, Biafran Liberation Army, or this and that, report them to us so that the intelligence unit of the armed forces of Biafra will take care of them. Thank you all from here. Remember the fundraising, and stay secured, and stay safe, and stay sound.
Friends all over the world, let us continue to support Eastern Security Network and Biafra Liberation Army. Every day they stand in the gap to defend us and only need our support to do the work they do. For the safety, security, and freedom of our communities. Let us do this together. Go to www.ipobinUSA.org/DONATE. Also go to www.biafrarebligov.org/DONATE, where you can pay your liberation tax. We also accept donations on PayPal and Zelle. Just use the email address biafragov.org@gmail.com. For those in USA, we also accept donations or Cash App at $BIAFRAGOV. Freedom is not free, and together we restore it.
Our message today goes to also the criminals call themselves Ohanes and Igbo, the traditional or the political Igwes who gathers all the time to discuss rubbish. We have become a political stooge, bastardizing our culture. And each time you gather and you discuss nothing about the cultural value of our people and of our nation, only about how to stop Simon Ekpa. The internal conflict you created is ongoing. Don't run away from it. You have all been bragging how you will do this and do that, and we have been trying to avoid the internal conflict you are bringing to us. But I have come to tell you again that we have embraced it. Do not run away from it. I was watching in the mirror yesterday where some of them were making those rubbish. I laugh. There is nothing you do that is hidden so long as you are stepping your foot on the ground, on the soil of Biafra land. I will watch you like a movie. There is no hiding place. But do not be surprised and asking questions. You brought upon yourself what is happening today. And this is just the beginning. Do not think that you have monopoly of violence. We said it that those people that are bringing the military to burn our villages, kill our women, burn our market, the time, this is your own turn. You are going to witness that thing that you did through the military. Izombe was raised, Ahiototo was raised. This is exactly the way all your homes will be raised. That thing you did to poor Biafra people in the name of politicians, in the name of Igwe, Biafra people are going to do it to you. For the past 2 years, you have been burning markets, you have been burning villages, and raising them down. Of course, Nobody has come to rescue the people you have rendered homeless. We will make all of you homeless before Biafra come. Every one of you will be homeless before Biafra come. Go and mark it. When we were telling you to stop burning markets, to stop burning villages, you thought we were making mouths. All of you, is it not social media? You make mouths in social media, and that's it. I hope it is still mouth in social media. Oya gwara marago. I hope it is still mouth on social media, because you see those flames that you brought upon innocent women and children in Biafra land. We were sharing those things on social media. How you destroyed the means of livelihood of an average person in Imo State, to be precise. Burning markets anyhow, bringing military to burn, thinking that by doing that, we are going to abandon Biafra. Today we are stronger than ever. It did not stop us from fighting for Biafra. Rather, you made us more stronger, and you are bringing out the beast in us. So it is time for you to pay for the atrocities you have committed against innocent women, children, and some families, whom you have rendered useless and homeless today. It is time for you to go homeless. All of you will go homeless from A to Z. When it gets to your turn, you collect it and you go to Abuja and stay there. Or you go to Lagos and stay there. Till further notice, you cannot be burning people's villages, homes, and expect to enjoy yourself. It is not possible. The game has changed. Our message today goes to also the criminals call themselves Ohanes Ndigo, the traditional or the political Igwes who gathers all the time to discuss rubbish. You have become a political stooge, bastardizing our culture. And each time you gather and you discuss nothing about the cultural value of our people and of our nation, only about how to stop Simon Ekpa. The internal conflict you created is ongoing. Don't run away from it. You have all been bragging how you will do this and do that, and we have been trying to avoid the internal conflict you are bringing to us. But I have come to tell you again that we have embraced it. Do not run away from it. I was watching in the mirror yesterday where some of them were making those rubbish. I laugh. There is nothing you do that is hidden so long as you are stepping your foot on the ground, on the soil of Biafra land. I will watch you like a movie. There is no hiding place. But do not be surprised and ask a question. You brought upon yourself what is happening today. And this is just the beginning. Do not think that you have monopoly of violence. We said it that those people that are bringing the military to burn our villages, kill our women, burn our market, the time, this is your own turn. You are going to witness that thing that you did through the military. Izombe was raised, Ahiototo was raised. This is exactly the way all your homes will be raised. That thing you did to poor Biafra people in the name of politicians, in the name of Igwe, Biafra people are going to do it to you. For the past 2 years, you have been burning markets, you have been burning villages, and raising them down. Of course, nobody has come to rescue the people you have rendered homeless. We will make all of you homeless before Biafra come. Every one of you will be homeless before Biafra come. Go and mark it. When we were telling you to stop burning markets, to stop burning villages, you thought we were making mouths. All of you, is it not social media? You make mouths in social media, and that's it. I hope it is still mouth in social media. Oya gwara marago. I hope it is still mounted on social media, because you see those flames that you brought upon innocent women and children in Biafra land. We were sharing those things on social media. How you destroyed the means of livelihood of an average person in Imo State, to be precise. Burning market anyhow, bringing military to burn, thinking that by doing that, we are going to abandon Biafra. Today we are stronger than ever. It did not stop us from fighting for Biafra. Rather, you made us more stronger, and you are bringing out the beast in us. So it is time for you to pay for the atrocities you have committed against innocent women, children, and some families, whom you have rendered useless and homeless today. It is time for you to go homeless. All of you will go homeless from A to Z. When it gets to your turn, you collect it and you go to Abuja and stay there. Or you go to Lagos and stay there till further notice. You cannot be burning people's villages, homes, and expect to enjoy yourself. It is not possible. The game has changed.